takes effect. I see you're driving a Cadillac.
And I see you're doing the very same.
Welcome to the world of gentlemen, gentlemen.
It's good to be here.
The spacious Cadillac DTS. Room for foreground gentlemen.
Okay, Nana, could you be accepted in that club?
Probably not, because I don't have very good feelings about Jam Cross to begin with. I don't know, it's sad. I guess it's funny. My boyfriend thought it was a funny ad when we were watching it, but I don't know. It seems like it's supposed to be a passing of the torch type, old school gentleman, and then there's a younger group that is probably not going to buy a Cadillac. But the new gentleman in this ad looked a little too Jersey. Sort of, kind of, I don't know. They didn't seem gentleman-y, more like Sopranos-y.
I think that's what they were utilizing in this ad.
Yeah.
They were utilizing
Tarantino chic.
right,
Oh,
but
yeah,
they
very
were.
much so.
It wasn't just the mafia aspect of it. They were using the old age. They were going for a pancake breakfast, right? And we saw, of course, they literally have the passing of the torch, the older gentleman there. So I enjoyed this ad because I thought Cadillac is really doing something unique with this. They're taking all the stereotypes that exist about Cadillac, and they're utilizing them in this way that's trying to make them positive instead of negative, right? The reason why mafiosos always like Cadillacs is because you can fit the dead body in the trunk, right? And old people because it's like the slow-moving, comfortable vehicle. So now they've taken it and tried to make it a little bit of style, and I thought that was so refreshing compared to their previous ad campaign, which just tried to make it be like, look at how sporty we are, we're young now, and it's now saying, no, we accept our stereotypes, but we would like you to join us. Come to older Cadillac.
Well, only some of you join us.
We're
Gentlemen. Aretha Franklin, Pink Cadillac is completely out. It did make me think of Tarantino. It's very much mafioso capitalism. And then they made Thomas Jefferson a capitalist. Did you notice at the end it says life, liberty, and the pursuit? Yeah. They left out of happiness. It's just the pursuit of killing your opponent, making more money, whatever it's going to be. But that was actually the most revolutionary part of the commercial.
It's interesting to watch the entirety of this campaign because it is actually the way that it's a new company that they've hired, Modernista, and they're trying to sex up the Cadillac, which is a stodgy old boat in people's minds that granddad drives. And so they're going for very different demographics. They're going for the hot mamas, the sexy golf moms apparently is the demographic. But the other one is the BMW boomers, the guys just entering. The late boomers who are just entering their sort of late 50s, 60s, for whom this was dad's car. So the intergenerational appeal here is clearly what they should be. But this ad is so Oedipal, right? It's like they're sort of sizing each other's credentials, and there's a whole sort of homosocial undertone of violence to this ad as well.
Absolutely.
I found it really quite creepy, actually. I did not enjoy watching it.
Yeah, I thought it was creepy too.
I thought it was interesting the demographics of the four men in each of the cars. I noticed it looks like they have somebody who's Italian. It looks like they definitely have somebody who's black, right? And then they've got some white guys and maybe a Mexican-ish character. I tried to focus in and couldn't see it that well. So, I thought that's interesting. You're trying to touch on all the different mafias, right?
I don't even, I reckon that was sheer tokenism. I don't think they're aiming for those audiences. They were white spokesmen. They were going in for a pancake breakfast. I mean, these guys were not off for quiche or microgreens or toast,
Well, if you go back to the virility issue, so they're supposedly going to be gun-toting, really tough mafioso people, but in fact they're getting soft and they want their nice Cadillac. So that's the little psychological spin that's really going on, I think.
When I first saw the commercial, the first question that popped in my mind is it more offensive to women or the mafia? I couldn't really come to a clear conclusion.
Or to Tarantino for ripping him off.
But I mean, does this actually make younger people want it, though? I mean, I understand the intent, but I don't
Well,
know.
I think if you're touching on the virility issue, it might make younger males want that kind of vehicle because that's what it's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
It's about
yeah.
strutting your stuff and being.
I mean, their market research has apparently showed that the campaign as a whole, like including their sort of punk rock Cadillac and that kind of thing, has succeeded in shifting the image of the Cadillac, but it hasn't
Right.
really succeeded in making people feel attached to it in
Right,
any way.
right.
So, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think they're just sort of missing their target in some way.
I don't think this is going to get them there.
I don't know.
Well, it seems like an attachment's what they're going for. Saying that you're in the club is a fairly effective strategy for doing it. It just may be the.
You don't want to join.
Well, your initial question is right. Would Nana be wanting to be part of that club? And the answer is probably not. You know, for multiple reasons. The main one, I think, being because
There was no Asian guy there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going with woman, but okay, Asian. Yeah. You know, I mean, and when I think of Cadillacs for women, I think of Mary Kay, right?
Yes.
And that's not something that most women want to be. I mean, I know that that's in empire, but nevertheless, I think the average woman is not aiming for the Mary Kay pink Cadillac.
So, welcome to the world of gentlemen. It's like welcome to the club. What club would you like to be in, Margaret?
I'll take a leaf from Groucho Marx's book, No Club That'd Have Me as a Member.
Kim?
I think the Mickey Mouse Club sounds like it'd be pretty fun.
Nana?
Dog club.
Sorry.
Becoming so wealthy that the G7 asked me to join.
The Club of Royalty. It's hard to beat that. Coming up next, Payday America.